Alright, what's up everybody? Andy Fredette, back with another video, another weekly drop. As you can see, we got some Vivienne Westwood, mostly some jewelry, accessories, some other stuff. So that's going to be the theme of this week's drop. More Vivienne on the neck, Margiela for the white tee. We got some claws undercover on the pants, smoothie in hand. Let's start this video. So we'll start off with some bracelets. If you're not familiar with Vivienne Westwood, their logo is basically like a planet with a ring around it. It's called an orb or whatever. That's what this necklace is. It's like a mini orb. And building off that, we have another little, I guess, design motif, you could say, where they make jewelry that looks like safety pins. So here you have a safety pin bracelet. You have one on each side framing that orb, but the ring around it is another safety pin. You also have some pink crystals right there, just a silver chain on the back. I believe all their jewelry is plated. Second bracelet, again, another motif. Instead of the circle in the orb, they put a heart. So there you have like that red heart. I'm assuming it's like enamel or something. And then in this one, you just have clear crystals going throughout. Nothing too much else to say. Chain's a little thinner on this one. More delicate bracelet, if you will. Now we'll get into the more fun stuff for me. The necklaces, that's where Vivienne goes crazy for me. Here we have again another clothespin design. You got the orb going through the clothespin, sort of interlocking, and then under there you have a little, I don't know what you want to call it, a teardrop or something like that, water drop, fully iced out in those crystals and whatnot. This is not quite a choker, but it does sit high up, sort of like this chain does. Super nice. Next chain is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, most of these are my favorite, but anyways, you have the brass knuckles. That's what it is, right? That's the right material. They got like the mean little points on each knuckle, and then the little handle is the Vivienne Westwood Orb. They have two crystals on this side. They fell out on the other side. This is definitely the most worn chain I have up for sale. Most of the plating is sort of rubbed off, but I think it overall just adds to the look. I'm just realizing this now, but you could just take it off the chain and then, put it through any one of these holes, so you could hang it from this one or the other one, whatever. But that's how it is right now. Pretty cool. Next up, we have some more classic Vivienne Westwood designs, these skull and crossbones. Two different versions here, sort of like father and son, if you will. This is the more classic version. These are like the classic Vivienne Westwood chains. They're like rings, same one that's on the clothespin one, same one that's on this. At the bottom, as you can see, you got that iced out skull and crossbone. And then we got the mini version, still crystals within that skull and crossbones, just not as many obviously, and then a much thinner, more delicate chain on this one. Take your pick. Last chain up, also one of my favorites, but we do have one more skull and crossbones right there. It's sort of like an added link in the middle of the chain, which I really like. No crystals on it, no crystals on this chain at all. As you can see, it's a bead chain, but that's because it's a dog tag or whatever, made to look like a dog tag. As you can see though, right there it says, "Too fast to live, too young to die." And on the back, had to make sure that's what it said. On the back, you have Vivienne Westwood, and then I guess the address to one of their stores in London. Obviously, it sits much lower on the neck, but I love the look of it. So that's it for jewelry. We do have one other accessory right here. This little guy right here doesn't have a name yet. You can feel free to name him in the comments, or if you decide to purchase him. But little Vivienne Westwood teddy bear, printed all around. He has a little bow on his neck that says Vivienne Westwood World Tour. Pretty cool. He sits on anything. He has like a weighted butt, so there you go. The last item for this week's drop, we do have one Vivienne clothing piece. As you can see, a nice turtleneck. You got the orb logo embroidered right there. Very clean graphic. Another address. This one's a P.O. box, different from the one that's on the dog tag. A little eagle on the background, real nice shade of brown. It definitely fits like slim, like a turtleneck. It could easily be worn layered under something. It'd be cool. It does have a bit of an extended back, as you can see right there, the slit. Nothing on the back though. Pretty simple graphic turtleneck, but I really like it. Would look nice, of course, with a chain. That's the last piece. I have a couple other Vivienne Westwood pieces that I might throw in. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I think I've been going 4 weeks strong now on the weekly videos, so hope I keep that up. Drop a like if you have been enjoying. I do appreciate that, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.